will turn without a blinker.
I love Willet.
All right. Here we are. Everybody, welcome back to the Not Supposed to Be Here podcast. This is Austin. This is Zachary. You would be Austin. I'd be Zachary.
That's fair.
This is episode 12 now. So we've made it a couple more weeks in here. I think by this point last time was right when we were starting to give out, but we're here strong, baby. We're here
Oh,
strong.
there's no giving out now. There's no giving out now. Okay. This is every Monday, 8 a.m. Rain,
8 a.m.
shine, snow, doesn't matter. We're there, baby. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow's going to be about 104 degrees. We're going to be spending it outdoors because of you. Because you
Yes.
decided to procreate at the worst time possible.
To be fair, last year, I'm trying to think what we even did for her first birthday. Oh, we did it at the ball. We did it at the hall. At the hall.
Yeah,
So it was
at the hall.
indoors.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That was nice. I wasn't there, so I was in
Air
Louisiana.
conditioning. There was air conditioning involved. Your wife was there.
I was in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something about Louisiana real quick. I've always heard that they had their own form of every southern spot has like their own like little thing. In Midwest, we have our own little accent. We have their thing. I've always heard like, yeah, down in Louisiana, like they speak Southern, but they speak Cajun. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know what that means. It's stupid. I met a guy there and it's at the motor pool and he spoke Cajun. I did not understand. He Jim Bap Jubita got boop 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 firefly and crawfish.
I
That's
was just about to say they get the
all
crawfish going.
all I heard was jip joop jobbity bop firefly and crawfish.
Sure,
And I
sure.
remember I looked at the other guy from Louisiana and I was
Hmm.
like, and he looked at me and he was like different, like I mean we got our hillbillies up here and they'll say some wild
Sure,
shit, but
sure.
I can understand them. I can
Yeah,
understand the people in the hills of Tennessee. I can understand the people in the mountains of Appalachia.
sure,
The
sure.
people that run them swamps down there, they're talking to gators and they're making up their own shit.
Yeah, they live their own world. They're in their element. They're in their element down there, which is
Yeah,
fine, you know?
they're also descendants of hardcore French,
Sure,
so a lot of
sure.
shit going on down there. I've never been to New Orleans though. Heard it's a nice place to be.
I don't mind around New Orleans. In New Orleans is tough. Like, you go like in the
See,
cities and stuff, it gets
the issue is you experienced a lot, but you experienced a lot working. So,
it's very
you were always
accurate.
on like a high paced time. Like you're like, I got to do
Very
this, I got to
accurate.
do that. So
Yep,
you didn't get to enjoy cities. Like I got to enjoy
it's very
Chicago.
accurate.
I
Hmm.
get to enjoy Detroit. I get to enjoy Ann Arbor. I get to
It's
enjoy
very
all these
accurate.
places because I
Yep,
go there for the enjoyment, not to work. Yeah,
you're not
that's not
wrong.
true because I did work in Ann Arbor when I was working for the old Orcan, the pest department. A lot of termites out there.
There's only two places I got to like really just sit back, relax, enjoy, and that's Idaho and Montana.
A lot of
And
potatoes out of Idaho.
I loved both of them though. I really did. Missoula, Montana, I was in for, a little over a week.
How much a
Um
tater cost in Idaho? That's a real question.
I don't know, honestly. I never
Because
really looked.
they're about like what, 72 cents a tater here. If they're
I couldn't
growing
tell you.
there, I mean like
I
what's the
don't even know.
shipping
I don't
cost of
even
them?
look at a cost of potatoes when I buy them here. I just throw the fucking bag of potatoes in the cart and I get a lot of like the small, I don't know what they are, they're like
The minier ones, yeah.
the tiny ones, you put in like a roast or something. Like I
Mm,
like those, but I also like a good russet.
mm.
A
Good
good russet
russet.
potato is good. It's
Nice little
very
baked
universal
russet
in my
potato.
opinion.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
11 o'clock at night right now, and I could go for a russet baked potato.
I could get after a little baked potato, a little
Oh,
potato skin
a
action,
potato
a little
skin. I
bacon,
think
little
we got some in
cheese,
the
sour
freezer.
cream,
I might pop those
a
in the
little
oven when I go up there.
jalapeno, perhaps, a little jalapeno.
Oh, jalapeno. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Will you
yes.
just dip that thing in sour cream? Oh,
I see. I'm a big
no.
sour
That's a
cream guy.
good
You know that.
appetizer. I've gotten
Yes.
real so like we go out to eat once a week usually. That's our thing on Friday nights we usually go out to eat. I've gotten real far away from the appetizer. I used to be a big appetizer person. Like every time we went out, I was like, we should get an appetizer. I have completely debunked that. Like I don't get an appetizer, especially if we go somewhere like Texas Roadhouse, they give us the free rolls. We go to Red Lobster, they give us the free biscuits. All the appetizer does to me is it fills me up, and then I still order the entree, and then I have to take that entree home.
If
And it's
I'm in a
like
group setting, if there's like
a
a
large group
bunch of
is whole
us,
different.
we get appetizers every time.
Mhm.
The only time it's ever like if it's just like me and her and we're going somewhere, like a Mexican restaurant, because I'll get like chips and queso,
Mhm.
if you're gonna consider that an appetizer.
Yeah,
Um,
well, in Mexican restaurant, they usually include that, and then you're like, "Hey, can I get the $4 cup of queso?"
yeah, I mean, you gotta have the queso. I mean, I love the salsa too, but the salsa, I'll eat the whole thing of queso is the problem before
Mm.
my food gets there, and then I'm like, ugh.
Half the
So.
places give it to you for free. They
Yeah,
just
I do. I
they hit
don't
the tail.
disagree though. Can't think of the last time that we got appetizers. 'Cause like you said, like if we're going, you go to a
And
Texas Roadhouse, they give you the rolls, you go somewhere. Yeah.
appetizers just aren't that great anymore. Like they used to be, go out to Outback and get the bloomin' onion. Like the
Well, they're
bloomin'
also
onion was like
outrageously expensive. Like I remember you do like some mozzarella sticks or something, it's six ninety
buck.
nine.
Yeah.
Now it's 15, 16, $18 to get a
Now
fucking appetizer
I
on
will
top
fuck
of
up
it.
some jalapeno poppers.
I love a good jalapeno popper. Jalapeno
Now,
poppers are
a
good.
lot of people, a lot of people might disagree with me on this because they're like, I'll never try it because it's coming from a fast food establishment. Arby's has some banging jalapeno poppers.
I don't know if I've ever had jalapeno popper. I didn't even know they had them.
They don't give you ranch to dip them in. They give you what's called Bronco sauce, which is like this pepper jelly of some sort. Oh my God, it's so good. It's this sweet, oh, it's so good with a jalapeno popper.
What's it called? Say it again.
It's called Bronco sauce.
Bronco sauce. All right.
I think it used to be called Bronco berry sauce, and now it's just Bronco sauce.
I'm willing to
I
try it.
could be wrong on the just Bronco.
I'm willing to
It's
try
good.
it.
It's good. It's red. It's very good. I really like their jalapeno poppers. So
Okay.
take that for face value. They got decent
Fair
mozzarella
enough.
sticks too. You know who has
Yeah,
pretty good mozzarella
you
sticks
you
though
got to get
is
them fresh.
Rallies.
Rallies. I don't know if it's rallies or checkers or
It's
is
the
that, is
same
that is that
thing.
the same thing? Their
Yeah.
fucking funnel cake fries. Oh my
They had a little
God,
meal there
man.
for a minute. I can't remember if it was the T-Pain meal or whatever the meal was, and you got a free one. Like, or
Yeah,
there was $5 for the meal. You got the
sure.
funnel fries, you got the fries, you got the sandwich, you got the drink, you got a chicken nugget. Ooh, I ate there a lot during that time.
I uh I gotta tell you, I am not big on the meals. Like you got the Angela Reese fucking meal, you got the fucking like right now Burger
Mm,
King is the How to Train Your Dragon meal, all that shit. I'm not big on those most of the time because I don't want all
mm,
the stuff that's in it. Or like Burger King. Burger King always does weird shit,
yeah,
Like they did
yeah.
like the
The
Halloween
black bun.
burger and
Yeah,
yeah, that shit. And like what was the purple one? They did a purple one at some point. I remember that.
I
I
don't
remember them
remember
doing
that.
like a purple bun. They do weird shit, too much weird stuff going on. So I'm not big on like those meal packages, but anytime I go to rallies or Checkers, wherever, and I get, you get the fry lovers burger, you get the chicken box with the, the popcorn chicken, some fries, and then you
Hmm.
go ahead and get the
Hmm.
funnel cake fries, and it's
Hmm.
so good because it's like the perfect. It's still the food that goes with the meal, but you can argue that it's the dessert too at the same time, and it's whatever the cream shit that the icing you dip it in. Oh my God,
Hmm.
unbelievable.
Hmm.
Unbelievable. God,
Yeah.
unbelievable. That's going to happen soon.
See, I'm a big meal person. I do like to get the combos where I go places. Like I usually get the $7 or $9 box, whatever they got going on at T-Bone, because I genuinely enjoy the things they put on there. But there's always like one thing in there that I don't actually want.
Taco Bell does the boxes good though.
Yeah,
A lot
it's
of it you can mix and match too, where you
hmm
can't at other
hmm
places. Like I'm not a big fry guy on top of my meal. Like I very rarely will I get food and then fries,
hmm
so I don't need like the meal doesn't help
hmm
me. I don't care if it's cheaper, I'm not going to eat the fry, so it's not big for me. Taco Bell does it well. They get especially whenever they come out with something crazy, like the Cheez It fucking crunch wrap. Like they had those
hmm
boxes were incredible,
The
man. And
problem for
that's the
me
cheapest way to get
is
Taco
it's
Bell for
always
sure.
like, hey, we'll give you this crunch wrap. Hey, we'll give you the burrito you want. But then we're also going to throw in a crunchy or soft taco. And then you're like,
Sure.
can I get that a soft taco supreme? Sorry, we can't do that in the
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Now, you
You
know me,
can.
yeah, you can. So just
No,
add,
I'm saying, like, yeah, just add it. Just
yeah,
add it.
you just
You know what I
add
mean,
it. But
dude?
at
Like,
the same
you're
time, they're
making
like,
minimum wage. Throw some sour cream and fucking tomato on the thing and keep it moving.
yeah, they get real funny about that kind of such. But
I agree. I agree.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
When you wake up in the morning, do you eat a breakfast every morning?
So honestly, it's usually a 50-50, and it honestly depends on what I ate the night before. If I'm you know me, I'm a big late night snacker.
Hmm.
Between 9 p.m. and
Hmm.
11 p.m. is when I feel like I eat the
Hmm.
most, which I know is horrible for you. I know
Yeah.
everything, but it's just like when my body does it. So if I get big snacks or I eat some ice cream or whatever at night, most of the time I'll skip the breakfast in the morning, because of all like the medicine I've been on for my back and everything. I have to eat when I take my pills or I'll get really sick.
Hmm.
So I've been like forcing myself, like even this morning I didn't want to eat anything. Like I was not feeling it at all. And I had to force myself to, which is kind of ruining breakfast for me, to be completely frank. Breakfast is something that growing up I loved. I would argue it's my favorite meal. I still would, but I hate it. I don't find there to be a lot of variety for
No,
breakfast.
there's not. I mean, it's eggs, meat, or
Like,
or like a pancake, a French toast.
yeah, but I would, categorize like you got French toast, pancake, waffle, like that's a
Hmm.
thing. But
Hmm.
then you have like even bagels you could probably put in that conversation too, heavy
Hmm.
carb, and then you have eggs, and then what? You have oatmeal and cereal,
Or
and then some
fruit.
kind of a meat perhaps, fruit, I guess. Yeah, like I,
I'm a big
I don't
fruit
know.
cup guy. I like to get that little fruit cup. It's got the melon in it. It's got the strawberry. It's got the
Sure,
honeydew. It's
sure,
got the
sure.
cantaloupe. It's got,
Yep.
I'm not a big blueberry guy. My problem with
Really?
blueberry, yeah, I'm not a big. My problem with blueberries is you get one and it's extremely tart, and then you get another one and it's extremely sweet. It's also a texture thing with those. I'm a
It goes
big
back to
grape
what we
guy
always
though.
say, consistency.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
blueberries are not a consistent fruit.
No.
Grapes, now are you a green grape or red grape?
Really depends on the mood. Probably more green grape. I
I'm a
really
green
fuck
grape guy
heavy with
too.
those cotton candy grapes though.
I think that I feel like if you ask, I think the majority of people would say red, but
Hmm.
I'm a green grape guy and I love
Yeah.
freezing them.
Well,
I like putting them in the freezer.
ugh, I like to freeze them, but my wife went to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or something the other day. Got these ones. They got like a sour. I don't like sour candies. It's basically
Yeah.
like a sour candy on the outside. Not for me.
Leave
I'm
a
not a
grape
sour
alone.
person. Yeah,
Leave a grape alone.
I am a big grape guy though.
I like grape. I like grape flavored things. I like
See,
grapes.
but
I'm
grape
telling
flavored things taste nothing like a grape. Like a water, like
I
the
would
issue with
almost
my art.
argue a lot of things that
Yeah.
that are flavored don't
Well, I
taste
was gonna
like
say
they
like
taste like what
that's my
we
issue
think,
with.
but they don't.
Yeah. My issue with artificial flavored things. Like I don't like
Sure.
Skittles. I don't like hard candies because I
Mhm.
don't like artificial flavors for some reason.
I
Now
love
there are
Skittles.
things that I fuck heavy with. Grape juice, grape pop, I'll drink it.
A grape juice tastes nothing like a grape.
No.
Orange juice tastes nothing like an orange.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, like now there's like Sunny Delight that tastes nothing like an orange.
Sunny D is goaded though.
But then
Sunny D is
like
good.
you get
The
that
fact you
pulp
called it
free.
Sunny Delight upsets me.
I was like, so I used to always call it
That
Sunny
upsets
D,
me.
but then there's an episode of Mike and Molly, and he's like, "Hey, I used your Sunny Delight
Good show.
to make some mimosas this morning or screwdrivers," and it just cracks me up when he says it. So ever since then, I started saying Sunny Delight.
Screwdriver, orange juice, vodka, mimosa, orange juice, champagne. Correct.
Correct.
Look at me. Look at
Yeah.
Austin.
I used
Good
to
for me.
drink orange juice and Jack Daniels. That used to be a pretty regular drink for me.
That sounds like vomit.
I mean, I still drink Jack Daniels like it's fucking going out of
That
style, but
sounds like vomit. That does
that's
not sound
that's
good.
something that should sponsor us, is Jack Daniels. I've put a lot
Maybe
of
that's
Jack
something
Daniels
I need
back.
to get into, a little screwdriver action, huh? Maybe that's
Screwdrivers are
something that
good.
we should start
You
doing.
you wake up on like a vacation and you just
I
start
think like a
throwing them
morning
back.
round of golf. Like what a
Yes,
good way to kick off the
screwdrivers
round,
are
a little
good.
screwdriver
I know
action.
somebody who makes screwdrivers. They do the vanilla vodka in it, so it tastes like an orange cream. And
See,
I'm not
orange juice is
100%
one
against
of the
that.
few, like it's like licking a 9-volt battery when you get
Hmm.
like a good orange juice, that's like it makes me think of like The Office. There's an episode where like they pass out like way in the later seasons, they pass out like metal cups to everybody. Okay. And then Michael, for whatever reason, I found I'm pretty sure I'm remembering it right, but he goes and gets a bunch of fucking orange juice because they're from Florida, the company, and he puts orange juice in the metal container, and then everybody's drinking it, and they're like, it's like battery acid because metal and
Hmm.
orange juice together, it's just one of those things that doesn't mix.
Well,
Orange juice is a toxic little fucking liquid.
if you ever buy a copper pan, do not cook spaghetti sauce or any sort of tomato in it because it'll actually the acid in it will actually pull the copper out and you can get poisoning from it.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's when you have something acidic like that with metal, the acidity will start to eat the metal. You can drink it.
That checks
But
out.
but who the fuck gives a fuck? You eat a credit card a week worth of microplastics. Nobody's
Fair.
talking about that. We got RFK out there. He's slinging and sliding. He's like, get these
A lot of good
microplastics out of
things
these
though.
things.
I'll tell you, big thing for me. I realized it tonight when I got the Sprite from McDonald's. Okay, they went through like a 4-month period where they decided that they were going to change the straws. and they went to some fucking cheap ass dog shit straw where like it would just break and fold and pop, and they were like they it's not that straw. That looks like a good straw.
This is a good straw. They went
Yes,
back.
they went
Yeah,
back.
they had
They
those
were clear. They were
dog shit
clear.
clear ones for a hot
Yes, they
second.
were clear straws, and they
And it's
were
crazy
shit.
because you go other places and you get like a thicker clear straw, and
Yep.
you're like, damn, this is a good
Well,
straw.
when they went to him originally, I was like, "Oh shit, we're upgrading
Hmm.
the straw game." Attaboy McDonald's,
Hmm.
and then you go to fucking pop it in the goddamn lid, and it
Nothing's worse
snaps
though.
and cracks and breaks.
Nothing's worse though when you leave the drive-through and you're starting to drive home and you go
Yep,
click, click,
yep,
click, and
yep,
then you hear it and it breaks and the side of it's broken and now you're sipping on a sweet tea
yep,
and you
yep.
can't get it out because the fucking
Yeah.
straw's
They've
broken.
gone back. They've gone back
They've
to the
gone back.
OG, the
Yeah.
yellow stripe on one side, red stripe on the other. Stick
Yep.
to what's good. If it
Yeah.
ain't broke, don't fix
Yeah.
it. Leave the straws alone.
When I go to a restaurant, I sit down, the waitress always throws out 15 straws for everybody. I never use a straw in a restaurant.
Depends on what I'm drinking.
I'm a throw it back.
It also depends on the glass and how much ice is in it. There's a lot of variables for me when it comes to that, to be honest with
See,
you. I
no.
make the decision quickly because I've done it long enough in my life, but there's a lot of variables,
I'm
like chocolate
definitely
milk.
I'm definitely a chugger. See, my wife bought, or no, actually, I'm sorry. This would be, let's call her my sister-in-law for the sake of the time zone of what we got, because I can't really break down the full family tree for you.
Sure,
My side's pretty much one full branch up. I come from a very redneck family, but
sure.
um, she bought me an Awala bottle, which is this
One more
new.
time for Big
It's
Fudge.
Awala, as in koala, but Owala.
Okay.
Yeah, let me drop some knowledge.
Is this
It's
like a
got
new Stanley?
This is the new Stanley, but
Okay.
you can chug it, or it's got a straw inside of it. It's actually very convenient. I'll have it tomorrow with me because whenever I'm drinking water, I drink it out of there. Keeps the water
Sure.
very cold for me. But it is kind of convenient because sometimes when I'm like, I gotta chug something right now, it's there. And sometimes I'm just like sipping on it. I've been drinking so much water in the last 3 weeks, though. I drink so much water.
I need to be better. I don't
It's
ever drink water. I'll go like 4 days without literally touching it, and then in one day I'll probably put back 3 gallons.
yeah.
Like it's
I
just
used to
weird.
be a really big water drinker. Like I used to
So did
drink,
I, yeah. Well, we
I
used
would,
to also play sports,
well,
so
yeah,
we were
even
going
after that
through
though,
it like
like
crazy.
I used to, so I completely kicked the pop habit for like 4 years. Like never had it. As soon as we moved in here, we got the pop fridge. The pop was just always readily available. Like I
Mhm.
mean, we have the little cooler upstairs for the water. I drink that. But the moment, like just the addiction, I have actually been very good. I've been like one pop a day, if not none. I have not had any Dr. Pepper in this house to stop
Yeah.
myself from drinking it.
I need
Probably,
to we've done a lot better at the zero sugar pops. Um, which helps if you're drinking a lot of it throughout the day. But it comes to like there's so much calories and shit
yeah.
in drinks. Like those brisks that I love, you know,
There are
those
10
things
calories, 10
are
calories
horrible.
in one stick of juicy fruit.
That checks out.
That's crazy. 10
That checks
calories
out.
in a stick of gum?
That makes sense to me.
Kevin James does a bit about this. He's like, everybody says, hey, dude, you got to choose sugar-free gum. And he goes, yeah, because I'm sure Hubba Bubba's what's making me fat. Like, hey, it might not be what's causing the issue, but it's definitely not helping the issue.
Why is milk chocolate, they always say, worse for you than dark chocolate? Is it just because of the sugar?
The sugar. So
Okay.
dark chocolate or chocolate itself, cacao and all that actually has like healing properties and is good for you. But now we have made it a super sweet thing and we're adding 1,000 things to it. Where dark
Sure.
chocolate, it's cut with a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cream. Milk chocolate
It's
is
like a
like
cigarette, nothing wrong with rolling up some tobacco
when you
and fucking lighting it up, but you
when
add
you
some
eat like a
chemicals and
sweet
shit.
dark chocolate, you're eating like 50% chocolate. When you're eating a more of a bitter, you're eating probably more like 75.
That's why I
When you're
hate chocolate.
eating milk
Dark
chocolate,
chocolate.
you're eating more like a anywhere from 20 to 5% actual cacao or chocolate.
Sure. Sure. Whatever they do, keep it up because
Yeah.
it's good.
Hey, we're talking about chocolate. Somebody the other day told me, hey, Great Value's got their own brand of candy bars now. So when you're walking to the checkout, don't
I've
grab
seen them.
I I rarely ever am I at the checkout. I'm like, I'm gonna grab myself a Kit Kat. But they were like, they're very good. And I was like, how good could a Great Value? I get the Twix, very
Yeah.
surprisingly good. very
I saw
surprised when they
that
got.
they I don't know what I saw. I think it was their version of a Snickers is what I picked up on. Just with the corner of my eye real quickly. And at first I was like, but then I'm like, what's the difference really?
I'm really upset right now. Right before we
Okay.
started the pod, I tried to call my wife to get her to bring the cakesters down to me. She didn't answer the phone. I just texted her and I said, I really want those cakesters. You know what she texted me back and said? I ate them today. She ate our last Oreo cakesters today.
That's a tough text. That's a tone setter for the rest of the night for her. That's a tone setter.
When I go upstairs, I take over the parenting for 20 minutes. She's going, McDonald's will get me a s'mores McFlurry.
Yeah, it's tough. Luckily, there is a Speedway less than 30 seconds from her house that has those cakesters there. But that's
Yeah,
tough. That's tough. That is
yeah,
tough. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know what.
That's a tough one. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Well, how are you
I'm fat.
feeling? Did you
If,
hear the
but
news
you know
today
what?
about?
Well, you know what could change all this if Oreo just sponsored us and sent us a shit ton of cakesters.
Yeah, I don't disagree, honestly. Did you hear the news from the UFC today about John Jones retiring?
No.
So John Jones, Jonathan Jones, UFC heavyweight, was a lightweight, now heavyweight, has officially now retired from fighting. So
Good.
he's
He was
gone.
about 100, so
Yeah, well, he has been ducking Tom Aspinall for like a year now.
it's been more than a year now at this point.
I mean, I don't know. It's been a minute for sure.
Been a
So it's
hot
just been
minute.
hold. My issue is it's been holding up the division. It's been
Mhm.
holding up the division. No, there's been no title fights. It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
annoying as shit.
We haven't seen it.
UFC, I feel like has started to slowly, maybe just because I'm not, and I might be dead wrong. I know it's still massive, but I
Mhm.
feel like it's slowly dying off a little bit.
I think it's well, the issue is why you feel that way is because of the ESPN deal. So now we don't have like big cards anymore. And
Yeah.
that's like when you and I were growing up, it was like, all right, you have a card, you have a card, you have a card. Then you have a big card. We don't
hmm
have big cards anymore. We have
I
a
just don't feel
lot
like there's
of
the
cards.
names. Like all the big names that like we grew up with are
Oh,
gone. Like Forrest
yeah.
Griffin, Tito Ortiz, Conor
Yeah.
McGregor,
Yeah.
like all like the big names, they're gone.
Yeah.
It's all like the new guys, and
Well,
we
yeah.
haven't kept up with it. It's that
hmm
simple, you
I
know?
mean, I still turn it on Saturday night.
Absolutely.
I watch the free fights and stuff, but
There's fights going on right now.
yeah.
Charles
Um,
Oliveira's fighting tonight, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, that's the thing is they throw a big name on each one of these cards. So we just don't have cards where it's just like big name, big name, big name. There's a lot going on in the women division now too. Like,
Sure.
and I'm not saying that's ruining the sport by any means, but it's not as like the women's side of things isn't two testosterone driven people just at each other's throat for weeks. Like, I am better than you. I am going to kick your ass. I'm going to pummel you, put your dick in the dirt, done, over with. And then they go out there and they brawl it out. They hug at the end and they're like, man, this was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Or they keep talking shit like Conor McGregor. Or Sugar Sean, he got his ass beat a couple weeks ago. Finally had to take undefeated out of his Instagram bio. Remember when he lost that and kept on, he changed it? He was like,
Yeah, that's when he
what was
lost
it,
to
12
Cheeto
and
for the
1?
first fight. So
12
he
1
was like,
undefeated.
yeah, it was the Sugar Commission or whatever
hmm
said that it didn't count as a loss. But yeah, now he has three losses on his record now. So is what it is.
Just lit a carrot cake thing in here.
A carrot cake candle is a wild maneuver. Are you calling that a scent or a flavor?
Scent. It
See, I
should
feel
be a
like I
scent.
catch myself
It
saying
should be a
flavor.
scent, but I would probably call it a flavor.
What
Actually, I
flavor
don't know
candle
if
is
this,
that?
I don't know if it is. No, I lied. It is not carrot cake. It is whipped marshmallow, pastel clouds, and sweet daffodil.
Yeah, that's a lot going on there. I'm a big sugar cookie candle.
So
The sugar cookie is good.
at work, I have the scented candle because
I
or the
hate those
scented, the
fucking
wax
things.
warmer because
Yeah,
if I light a
that's a
candle,
sell.
I forget about it.
That's a sell. That's a big sell for me. I'm over those fucking things. They blew
Are
up.
you?
They went crazy. My mom was big on them. Everyone I know was big on them. I have a bunch of them. I just think they're bullshit. I
I mean, they
think
only
like the
smell good for two
initial,
days.
I don't even know if you get, I think 2 days is an outrageous exaggeration. I
I
feel like
change my wax every 2 days.
those things are like they're like zebra stripe gum. Like it's a
Fruit
good,
stripe gum.
strong fruit stripe, whatever. It's a quick boom and then it's gone. It's just gone. Where a
You know?
candle,
Well,
I
see,
smell a fucking
well,
candle.
I turn it on when I get to work, so that's 8:30 in the morning. It gets turned on, and then at 5 o'clock at night it gets turned off. So I get 2 days from it. When you have it at your house, you probably leave it on 24/7.
Well, it's also I feel like the bigger ones, like the ones that
Mhm.
are like a stand, are probably better than like just like the little ones you plug into a wall.
Yeah.
Because I've always had those in like the bathroom and stuff, and I
Mhm.
just don't think they do fuck all.
Yeah. Well, if you only do one cube, it doesn't do much. We have a
Yeah, you need a couple.
larger office. I mean, like, but um, yeah, I need to buy some more of those actually. Give me some scent ideas down in the comments though.
Firecracker walnut rush.
So that's gonna give me scent, or it's gonna give me hints of. I'm thinking mahogany,
Cinnamon.
cinnamon,
Yep.
and the firecracker is gonna be something real crazy like a daffodil.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the flower ones, like lavender,
I
you
don't really
know?
like those either.
Is that
I'm
a
a very
flower?
lavender.
That's a soap, isn't it?
No, well,
What is
I don't think it's
lavender?
technically a flower. It grows on a tree. I know that, or a bush. It's a bush. It's a
I
really big bush. We
associate
used to have.
lavender smell with soap.
I feel like
Like when I
lavender
think
is a
of a
bush.
soapy smell, I think of like lavender.
Well, lavender, I know what lavender looks like when it grows, but like I can't explain it. It's purple.
Sure. I know purple. Yes, it is. I agree with you on the purple.
Mhm. I know
I
it's a
agree with you on
purple
the
like
purple.
flower type thing. I don't know if it's technically a flower though.
I don't
I know it
know. I don't
smells
know.
good.
Yeah, this is one that I'm lost on that one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a very green thumbed person, so I don't know much about the plants of the world.
Fair,
I know a little bit about mushrooms though.
fair.
Chicken in the woods. Have you ever had a chicken in the woods mushroom?
I just like that they call them that. It's fun.
They're
I like
good.
that.
They're good.
Yeah,
Morale, like mushroom. I'm a big mushroom
morale.
guy. I like to
Nah.
throw mushrooms on my pizza.
See, that's the thing for me is
I like
I
a
don't.
fresh mushroom. I like a canned mushroom. I like mushrooms on my steak. I like,
If I get, it's weird because I've eaten mushrooms on pizza before and I don't dislike it. But I'm telling you right now, I've had them. I don't like it when they're like rubbery. You know what I'm saying? You get like that
hmm
rubbery, chewy, like especially like a reheated pizza with mushroom is ass.
So yeah,
It's
no,
like
that doesn't bother
floppy,
me.
gummy. Oh, I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Don't like
I'm
it
a
at all.
big
But I do.
mushroom.
I need to get back to. I need to get. I just it's like
I like to go to
I need to
Big
get.
John's. I get the steak and onion salmon.
See, I'm not a Big John's guy at all. I'm not a Big John's guy. I don't
I
think they
am.
have great sandwiches there.
I do.
That's my personal opinion.
I did try Lefty's cheesesteak. That's like a rival down south a little bit more. The Detroit metro area. Not good. Not my favorite. I like Tubby's. I fuck with Tubby's. I
Started to
like a
really
warm
dislike
sandwich.
Tubby's. Yeah, I like a warm sandwich too. Big on the warm subs. See, like now
I
that
don't.
Jimmy John's is starting to get the warm subs
Mhm.
going, that's a game
I mean, at
changer
this
for me.
point, we might as well just roll into the TBA3.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
All
we
right.
that
Yeah.
was a very organic way to bring that
Yeah,
fucker up. Huh? That
really
was not
was.
on
I started
purpose,
thinking
but I
about
love
that.
it.
Yeah. TB3 this week, we got subs and sandwiches. All right. I think I went first last week, so I'll let you go for this. And you don't have a fucking notepad on you right now,
I don't have a notepad. Yeah, we're
so
in
I'm
a
gonna.
different setting, different situation.
All
But we're
right.
fighting through it.
Let me know.
Um, okay, so we're gonna go. We'll go. I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna go bottom. Let's go bottom first. I
Okay.
feel like we usually do that.
This is your
Um,
four or your six. Well, your bot. I always have mine numbered.
Sure. So
So this
bottom
is
three,
your.
this would be my number three. So
Okay.
this is not like the worst of the worst, but it's definitely not, not my go-to.
hmm
There's a few of these sandwiches that I actually don't like, and then there's a couple that are just not ideal for me.
See,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's kind of and I'll explain that as I go with it. Okay. So number three for me, real basic, real simple. It's a BLT.
Mm.
Now, my main argument for why I don't like a BLT is because, as you know, and as the people should know, there's one food item in the world that I will not eat. There's only one that I won't eat. There's a lot that I don't like. There's only one that I will not eat, and that's a
As a
tomato.
mater. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do tomato. So, like, what am I getting? I'm getting a lettuce and bacon
Ugh.
bread. Like, it's
Yeah.
just not a sandwich. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
I
I can't enjoy it.
love BLT sandwiches. I
People
mean,
that
now
love them love them.
I'm gonna warn the crowd. I love a BLT sandwich. It's not in my top three though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. No,
it's in my bottom specifically because I can't eat it. Like it doesn't do
see,
anything for
I
me.
used to go to Big Apple Bagel and I'd get the breakfast BLT sandwich. So it was literally just a bagel that they put the BLT on with cream
Sure.
cheese. Oh shit, used to fuck. All
Sounds
right.
like absolute horseshit.
So I love tomatoes. I do. My
Okay.
number four on this list is a tomato sandwich.
This is
I have
for your
a
top or your bottom?
this is for my bottom. So this
Your
will be my
four or three?
my three. I'm sorry. I have
Okay,
my
you're
numbered
good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my list. This would be
Understood.
my three on the bottom.
Okay,
I don't like a tomatoes. I'm really weird about I have to have a protein when I eat anything.
sure.
Like my wife can eat like buttered noodles. I can't
I
do
have
that.
I have two exceptions to that rule, but yes, I agree.
What are the two exceptions?
Like a peanut butter and jelly or like a grilled cheese.
Well, there is okay. I'm not a big grilled cheese person,
I'm just saying that's
but
my only two exceptions. Other than that, and truthfully, with
the
the grilled cheese,
peanut
I'm putting
butter,
ham on it too. So,
yeah. See, yeah, that's me. When I eat a grilled cheese, it's got
and
onion and
peanut
ham
butter,
on
we
it.
can argue is protein too.
Protein, but that's what I was
So,
gonna say. That's a
yeah,
protein. So,
sure. So I agree with you. I agree completely. I
I
agree
mean,
completely.
not that the protein's keeping me in shape or anything.
No. Um, no. Now the next one for me, so my number two would be on my bottom.
Mhm.
Um, and I definitely went back and forth a little bit with the two and the one because I'm trying to debate like I feel like for my one spot, I should have a sandwich that I really don't like one
Mhm.
that I flat out won't order. If it's sitting there, I won't get it.
Mhm.
Um, so for number two for me, okay, this is going to be controversial for people, okay,
Mhm.
and I get it. I just for whatever reason, I even like the ingredients. I just don't like the fucking sandwich, and it's an Italian.
Oh,
Yeah, I know it's a wild take. I understand that. But for whatever reason, whenever there's Italian like subs or an Italian sandwich, it's just, it will never be my go-to. It's not even in my top five of things that I would grab. If there's 12 different sandwiches there, I will not eat an Italian. It's just for whatever reason, I don't like them. I don't know why it is.
there's a lot of upset people in Italy now.
Sure. Well, I think it's mainly because a lot of the times I've had an Italian sub or a sandwich is it's been like it's a pre-packaged, pre-made thing, and they add stuff that I may not like.
You know who has an absolutely wonderful Italian sub? And my wife ate it a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "This is way better than what I get." Firehouse.
Oh, Firehouse can.
See, like she usually gets the turkey
You got a
bacon
Firehouse
ranch.
right by
Right?
you,
Oh yeah, we've ate there. Trust me, we fucked that place up.
right by
You
you.
should have
I
bought
forget
stock when
about
I.
that place all the
Yeah, you
time.
should have bought stock before I moved across the street from them.
I feel like I always forget about that place. I really
Yeah,
do because I'm over down by there all the
yeah,
time now, and I
yeah.
forget about there.
I eat there
Yeah.
all the time. My number two on the bottom, cold roast beef sandwiches. I love a hot roast beef sandwich from Arby's. And again, this list, I'm gonna eat these
I can get with that.
sandwiches. It's just like if you lay them out on a table, I'm not
Sure.
gonna do it. Because with the
Sure.
roast beef sandwich, it's usually mayo and mustard on the sandwich. And for some reason, that like combo of the roast beef, mayo, and mustard just isn't good for me.
Sure.
Now, I think if I just went mayo, it'd probably be a little bit better. But most of the times I get these, it's the same situation. It's a prepackaged something. Somebody's already slapped it together for me. And I don't like American cheese unless if something's masking it or it's in a
Okay.
specific dish. And it's always an American cheese with that. So maybe if there was like a Swiss cheese or something like that. But I also just don't buy roast beef to have it in the house. So,
Sure. No, I don't disagree. It's not a meat that I buy off. You get the ham, the turkey, and I'll stick
hmm
with that kind of stuff.
hmm
I don't fuck with the roast beef. Or chicken breast too is really good to
hmm
cut up. Um, I don't disagree with that. Number one for me is pretty obvious. I think that you would even expect this coming from me, and it goes kind of with what I was just saying. It's a veggie. It's a veggie, a
Didn't even
veggie.
think about veggie. Yeah.
It just because it's almost like you said, what is that doing for me? What is that doing for me exactly? Am I eating a salad with bread? Is that what's happening right now? As I literally took a salad and put it on bread and ate it. I can't tell you a time I've ever fucking eaten a veggie sub before or sandwich. I don't it what am I doing? Like you said, I need a little protein. I need something to get me going. And then I feel like with the veggies, whether it's at a sub shop or it's a sandwich you make at home, you always instinctively, I feel like, layer the condiments on that bitch because you're sitting there like there's nothing fucking to this. It's just veggies and bread. So then you dump condiments on it like crazy.
Mhm.
A veggie at one for me is just not it. It's not going to play.
My number one on here is a turkey sandwich. Why it's a turkey sandwich? Little something that's just messed up in my head. Sometimes I like things, but in my head I don't like. And it's a turkey sandwich for me because one time when I was a kid, I was headed up north and I got a bad turkey sandwich, and it left a bad taste in my mouth.
That's
So I just
wild.
like if a turkey san if a turkey sandwich is the only option, I eat it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty decent. But if I got choices, I do not choose turkey.
Like this doesn't even go with the list. It's a very specific sub sub
Hmm.
of the subs. Little play on words there. But you get the day after Thanksgiving and you make a leftover sandwich is
Oh,
what I
that's a
call it.
that's
You
a
take
whole
the
different type of
turkey,
turkey, though.
the stuffing. I put all that shit, slap it into a
Yeah.
sandwich and eat it.
There's a King of the Hill
Oh
episode.
man.
I'm gonna send it to you tonight. You gotta watch that. It's about a
Okay.
leftover turkey sandwich. It
Yeah.
cracks me up every time.
They're
That's a different type
unbelievably
of
good.
turkey. I'm talking like
I'm with you. I know what you're
cold,
saying. I know what you're
cold.
saying. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. Yeah. Like a deli turkey. Yep.
So it was what it was is I think it was Tim Hortons used to have this sandwich. And it just the turkey was bad on it. It's like they had made it like 2 or 3 days prior. They gave it to me. Was not good. It just fucks with my head. It's
Well,
not
it's
that
one
I
of the things too. We are not in a good deli spot in the world. We're not. You go
no.
over to the East Coast, like way over, you got like New Jersey, New York and shit. You can walk anywhere out your door and you just land at somebody's fucking deli and they're incredible. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
that here.
No, we really
When
don't.
we're sitting here talking about great like Firehouse, which I love, and I would put it
Hmm.
number one. If we're ranking subs, sub places, Firehouse is it's if it's not one, it's a 1A, 1B.
Hmm.
That's probably dog shit to like
Yeah.
Susan's Corner Deli down in fucking
Oh
New
yeah.
Jersey. You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Where
Like,
they're slaughtering pigs out back and
oh
turning it
yeah,
into ham, you
yeah,
know.
yep. They get some good cutlets, huh? And
Yeah.
the fresh mutts.
I
Yep,
will tell you this isn't on my list though, but I went to a deli one time and they had a fried pork chop sandwich. That thing
sure.
fucked.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. When I was out in honestly Maine in New Jersey for whatever reason had the two best deli places I've been to. New Jersey was really good, but Maine surprised me. Maine had some banging fucking delis, dude. I got like a breakfast. It was a weird thing. It was like a breakfast cutlet something. I don't even know, but holy fuck, it was good. It was so good. We could go all day. All right, we'll move into the top.
All right, let's go to the
Um,
top.
I'm excited about these. This was not easy, okay? Because I could probably confidently list off like six or seven that
Yeah,
I can just speedball with it.
this was a very, very hard one for me.
So there's going to be some that I leave off. I would like after we're done with the three each to maybe give at least one honorable mention.
Hmm.
Because there's one that deserves the respect that it's not going to get. Because it's not going to be on my list, it's not going to be on your list, and it deserves to.
Okay.
So number three for me, we'll go right at it. Give me a pulled pork sandwich.
Oh, pulled
Okay.
pork. All right.
Love a pulled pork
Double
sandwich,
P,
man.
double P.
Love a pulled pork sandwich. I mean, they're especially when homemade, you get a nice, whether it's off the grill or in a crock pot. I don't even give a shit. When it's
Hmm.
good, it's good. And the barbecue
Yeah.
sauce will make or break a pulled pork
Oh yeah.
sandwich. It
Oh
will.
yeah.
Now, I'm a cheese. I do
Hmm.
like throwing a little slice of cheese, but even if it doesn't
Hmm.
have it, I'm good. Give me a little
Yeah.
onion bun.
Yeah.
Love a pulled
I
pork.
like it. I like it. Good call. Good call. Now my number three might throw some people for a loop, but I grew up a different time. I like a little white bread. I like a little fried bologna. I like a little mayo.
Are you saying a
Fried
fried bologna
bologna sandwich.
sandwich?
Number three. I love a fried bologna
Wow.
sandwich. Now, I'm one of those people I don't throw an American cheese slice on there, but a lot of people do. You cut it so there's a couple little things on there. Cha cha cha. Fried
There's
bologna.
few times that I have respected something you've said more than that because that's a huge play. And I'll tell you what, Will, that's something that I didn't see coming. The people won't see coming. Um, that's a big
Hey,
respect play.
I got
That's
a
a
lot of
big
hillbilly
respect
in
play.
these bloods, you know.
That's a big, and you got to cut the ends around so it
Hmm.
bubbles up in the
Yep.
middle when you're frying
Yep.
it. I went through a phase probably about 2 months ago where I had like one every other day. I'm a huge fried bologna sandwich
I
guy.
love
That's
a
a
good fried bologna
huge play.
sandwich.
I'm not a big bologna sandwich guy. I'll eat it. It's whatever. You grew up, you eat them, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you fry that motherfucker, and it is good. It is
Hmm.
good. That's a huge play. I love that for you. And at three, two is
Hmm.
gets me excited for two and one there.
Yeah, that was a
Um,
very hard one. I will
that threw
not.
me for a
I'll
fucking
not
loop. I'll be honest.
lie to the people. That was. I'll tell you the other one that was up there that I was going back and forth with was the Reuben, my number three, and I was
Yeah,
like, I got to go with the fried bologna because if
that
you're
threw me for a
like,
loop.
yeah,
That threw me for a loop. That really did.
mhm.
Because now I'm sitting here like, how do I not have fried bologna in mine? Because I love a fried bologna sandwich. That's a huge respect play. Um, fuck, that's good shit for you. Good for you on that. That really did fuck me. You know, if the people comment on who wins that, I'll tell you right now, you might have won it right there
Hmm.
with that. That was
I
a
love a
huge
good
play.
fried bologna.
Okay, so we'll get back on track after that. Just derailed the shit out of me. What a great, great, great pick for you, Mr. Willett. Um, number two, number two for me. Um, two ways you can spin this one. Don't really care. I guess I will leave it up to you on how you want to describe it, but I would go some form of a chicken bacon ranch.
Okay.
Okay, I love a chicken bacon ranch. I know Firehouse, they don't do that. They do the
Turkey
turkey chicken
bacon.
or the turkey bacon. Either way, chicken bacon, turkey bacon ranch. That's just a banging sub, especially when it's hot. It's
Yeah.
nice, warm. Um, the chicken's good. Jimmy John's has a brand new chicken bacon ranch. Holy shit, is it banging, dude?
Mm.
It's so fucking good. It's
My
warm.
my
It's
problem is
toasted.
it's the ranch. It's just the ranch community. They've really
It's
turned me
gotta
off.
be, it's gotta be like that peppercorn. You
Yeah.
get that peppercorn ranch
Hmm.
that goes with the bacon really
Hmm.
well.
Yeah.
Huge, 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 huge fan of that.
So now this is gonna bring me over to my number two. I put a steak sandwich. Now, steak sandwich could be a variety. I'm a big Philly cheese person. But like I
Okay,
said earlier, the subs from like when you go to like a Big John's, you get that steak and
sure.
onion sandwich. Oh man, love that shit with that like red sauce. Oh man,
Yep,
even
yep,
if
yeah.
I got to put A1 on that steak sandwich, I love that shit.
See,
Eat
that's
it
one of
up.
those two where I'm not a huge onion guy.
Hmm.
I will. You got to have. You get a Philly cheesesteak. You got to have onion. You got to get the whiz.
Hmm.
Um, it's good. I went to the place that I can't remember the name of it. Because this was 4 years ago now in Philly, where they told me to go. Everyone says, this is the place you got to go. I've had much better Philly cheesesteaks than I had when I was in Philly. And I'm going to get ridiculed for that, but it is
Hmm.
what it is. Um, if I knew the name of the place off the top of my head, it's the place everybody says go to. I can't remember it, but it was not that great. But I do like a Philly cheesesteak, so I respect the play there. I do.
Hmm.
It would not be close to my top three. In a huge drop off in my opinion from the fried bologna, but I respect it.
Hey,
I
I'm
understand it.
I'm big into the steak sandwiches.
I get it. All right, number one. Now this was tough because how do you pick one? How do you have one sandwich you go with? I went around, I bounced around. My brain, my heart, I should say, tells me go chicken parm. Because I do love chicken parm. I think it's incredible. I thought about it, and it does have to be a chicken parm. It
Okay.
just does for me. I went back and forth for a while. Um, and I know that's kind of a heavy, chicken parm, chicken
Hmm.
bacon ranch. Um, but it is what it is. If they have a chicken parm, we talked about it earlier today when we were together. Burger King could come out with a goddamn Italian chicken parm. I'm gonna eat it. Parmesan chicken, they fuck.
So you want to know something
They
funny?
fuck. They
My
go together
wife
so good.
My wife will not eat marinara sauce and fried chicken together. She won't eat a chicken. She won't eat chicken
She
part.
needs
She's
help.
she she's like it just doesn't go together. She says chicken and marinara doesn't go together. I think she's crazy for that.
Like even like a chicken parm like meal, like with
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
pasta and the
Yep.
mozz and
Yep.
stuff.
She
She
won't
won't
eat
do
it.
it.
She won't eat
Yeah,
it.
that's criminal.
I made like homemade like crushed breadcrumbs type shit one night. Her
Whoa,
parents came over for dinner. My mom was over for dinner. They were like, "This is fantastic." Ooh, little
sorry
spill
about
there.
that. Sorry about that.
Um, But yeah. Anyways, that brings me to my number one. You're going to be upset about it. I don't really give a fuck because I love it. The Italian sub, baby.
I respect it. I
I love
respect it.
it.
I get
I
it.
love a good Italian sub. No,
Yeah,
have I
and
had
so does
bad ones?
probably
I've had bad ones.
97% of the country. I get
Yeah.
it. That's a personal play
I
for
will tell
me,
you guys, this was a
right?
battle. This is a battle in my head. I mean, I could go honorable mentions all day. I could go hot beef. I could go, I mean, there's just so many, a hot roast beef sandwich. But my honorable mention really honestly has come down to the Reuben. One of my favorite sandwiches, but it's just like you said earlier, there's too many variables with it.
Or
It's like you go somewhere, you get coleslaw, you go somewhere
yep,
else, you
yep,
you get you get a creamy coleslaw one where you get a vinegary one here,
yep,
you get
yep.
sauerkraut here, you get really good Reuben or not Reuben dressing. Some places do the Thousand Island, some places do the Russian dressing. I'm more of a Russian dressing guy over the Thousand Island.
Yeah,
It's a battle with that one.
yeah. I don't disagree with it. Again, I respect it. I do. It's just for
Mhm.
me, there's too much inconsistency with it. Because
Yeah,
again, I've
too
had
many
good
variables.
Rubens, dude. I've had some Rubens where I was like, holy fuck, this could be one or two for me. And then I've had some where I couldn't even finish it. They get messy, they get
Hmm.
greasy, they just not for me. Honorable mention for me, and I mean this solely out of respect. I can't put it in the top three because there's not a world where I can compare this to a chicken parm, a chicken bacon, a pulled pork, anything like that. But purely out of respect, peanut butter and jelly. A peanut
PB&J.
butter and jelly sandwich is always there when you need it.
Hmm.
It's always good. It is, you want to talk about consistency. you're gonna get consistency with a PB&J regardless, as long as you don't use Peter Pan.
Yeah,
As
fuck
long
that.
as there's no Peter Pan.
Fuck that little boy Peter Pan.
But a PB&J has been great. I mean, if you eat them when you're a kid, if you don't eat them as an adult, get help. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear any bullshit about you're too old for that. A PB&J smacks when you're 50. It smacks when you're two. It
hmm
does. It
hmm
does.
All right, let's run back through the list. On Mr.
Sure.
Raw side, we got our top three. We got number one, chicken parm. Number two, chicken bacon ranch. We got number three, we got a pulled pork sandwich. We're gonna go to his bottom three. We're gonna go three, two, one. Number three on that bad boy is BLT. He doesn't like it because he don't eat the tomato. We got two. We got the Italy, the Italian sandwich. And we got number one, veggie. He doesn't like it. No protein. Really no value to the veggie, Sammy. All right.
I love
We're
it.
gonna go number one for Mr. Willett up there. He's got the Italian sub. Big guy, likes the Italians. Number two, Philly cheesesteak, or I'm sorry, just steak sandwich is what I put up on there. And then we got number three, fried bologna, my dark horse of the night.
Yes.
And we're
Huge,
gonna
huge, huge pick.
and we're doing number three. We're gonna go tomato sandwich, no protein on that. We're gonna go number two on the bottom. We've got the old cold roast beef. Not a fan. Number six, we got just your old plain Jane turkey. It does not include the club, but
Clubs
yeah.
are clubs, honestly, and I thought about I toyed with throwing club in the bottom three because a club sandwich is good. It's a good sandwich. You got the bread, you got the protein, you got the veggie, you got the cheese, you got everything. I love it. Some clubs are hard to fucking eat. I
hmm
don't grasp, I don't love the whole
Cut
like
it,
the way that they
skewer,
cut
yeah.
it up and skewer it up and shit. Like it makes it this long ass thing. It's like, how do I eat it for one? I mean, we
hmm
got big mouths, we can handle it, but simply because of
These big
the
mouths are for
issue with
running.
eating it.
So
Fair,
there's two
fair.
things I run in this world. They're not marathons. That's
One's your
water
mouth
in
and
my
one's
mouth.
what? Sure, 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 sure. Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, the fried bologna plate. I love that out of you. I love it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
those that
hmm
get it.
Get it.
Those that have had it, no.
hmm
And the only
And
people
it's
who are gonna
simple.
talk shit have never fucking had
Yeah.
it. It's
It's
that
simple.
simple.
It's
Yep.
one of those simple sandwiches that brings me great pleasure. A little bit
Yes.
of mayo, a little bit of white bread, a little bit of
Yes.
fried bologna.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
be making
I'll throw
one
some mustard
on
on there
Monday.
sometimes. That's about as complicated
Yes.
as I get with a fried bologna
That's I
sandwich.
agree with
I
that
don't
too.
want no tomato on it. I don't want no
Nope.
lettuce. I don't want nothing. I want
Nope.
fried bologna. I want mayo. I want white bread.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. Now, obviously, I will throw the cheese
Now,
on there.
now I do
Um,
like to mix and match. I like to go regular mayonnaise sometimes and Miracle Whip most times. I'm a big Miracle Whip on my fried bologna sandwich. That's because I grew up in the old lower middle class, and
what is that,
we had a lot.
Miracle Whip?
Yeah, Miracle Whip.
See, I'm Miracle Whip over mayo every single time. I'll eat mayo. I'm not going to complain about mayo, but if I
See,
have
I
an
don't.
option,
I
I'm
go real
picking
back
Miracle
and
Whip over
forth.
mayo.
I go real back and forth with
I have a like you said, you got like a thing with like when you were a child or whatever with a turkey sandwich.
it.
I remember being a kid, and for whatever reason, I think it was an accident. I think that my dad accidentally got it. I was young and I was making a sandwich, and I didn't even pay attention. I open up the mayo, I slap it on, I take a bite. It was like olive mayonnaise. It was the gross. Well, it was fucking diabolically disgusting. I'm telling you, it was like green, and it was like not the mayonnaise, but like the label. I just didn't pay attention. It was like
It was probably
olive
olive oil
mayonnaise, dude.
mayo.
I'm telling you, it was like from the company Mayo, and it was
Yeah.
horrible, dude.
Well, it was probably from Kraft. I know exactly. I could probably show you the jar tomorrow, and you'd be like, "Yep, that's what I'm talking about." I like that mayo. Anyways, something you're going to tell me I'm gross for is along the lines of bologna. There's something out there called olive loaf. Yep, that I like that shit.
It's not gonna work, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the shit. Yeah,
Um,
disgusting as
there's
fuck.
something out there
Made me
called
want to puke.
olive loaf, and is what it is.
I
Is
know
it's
what you're referring
bologna
to.
and it's got olives in it. Love that shit.
Yeah, that can get fucked too. That can get fucked too.
Love that. I
No.
like olives. I like olives a lot.
Yeah, we're very different in the palates. We're a lot of the same, but we're very different too at the same time. We really are.
I'm a very adventurous food person. You don't like sushi? I
Sure.
love sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, again, there's a lot of foods that I don't like, like I don't prefer to eat. But again, I don't like when people say that I'm a picky eater.
hmm
It bugs me because I'm willing to eat almost anything. It's just there's things I don't like. There's literally only like one thing I flat out won't eat, and that's a tomato. I literally won't do it.
I think the big issue with you for the picky eater is that you're not adventurous with the food. You tend to
Sure.
you have a very corralled palate is what you have.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
I've
you
been
like.
boned. I've been
Yeah.
boned too
Yep.
many times, you know? It's like
See,
when I
but
do try something new and I love it, it's great, but I've been
you know,
boned so many
the pro
try, so many times trying shit.
I have such a hard time. Like I tell my wife, like I love this type of thing, like this type of food or this or that, and she's like, "Okay, let's go try it or something." And then I take her to try, and it's always like the worst experience. Whatever.
You
No
know, I
matter
hate
what I
that.
try. And it like today,
I
I got
hate
a
that.
breakfast pizza. It's not a normal breakfast pizza. It doesn't have the sausage gravy. It's not eggs. It's not bacon. It's not
It ruined
sausage.
it.
It's just
Ruined it.
it's a lot of shit. It's too much going on. Now,
If
was
we
it a
could go back
decent?
to what, 2015 and go to that gas station and get some of that pizza,
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
It would be incredible.
God, what does this world came to?
I don't know. I'm just still sitting over here
I
you
can't
know
even
what I'm
say the
saying.
word.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
think
what
of
I
the
am
word.
though. That's
I
what I
almost said
am.
flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. I'm
I almost
flabbergasted
said
at
gas
the
flabbered at one
yeah, I
point.
know. I feel you at the fucking. That's how
Oh
fucked up I
man.
am. My brain is so fucked after the fried bologna because it's just like I think like I didn't even think of it, and I fucking love a fried bologna
I
sandwich. I
do
was just a
too.
huge play by
I'm
you,
thinking
man.
about going and buying a loaf of white bread and some bologna, right?
That's what we get. Like what I'll do, it's like once every couple months, I'll be at the store and I'll just randomly throw a thing of bologna in there, you know?
Hmm.
And then it's like I only use it for fried bologna. Like you're not gonna see
Hmm.
me make a bologna sandwich,
Yeah.
but you'll see me make a fried bologna sandwich
I
quick
like
as
bologna.
shit.
I'm a big bologna fella.
Yeah. I'll double it up
Spam.
sometimes.
I
I'll
like
go
spam.
fucking bread, mayo, fried bologna, cheese, fried bologna,
I feel like this has been a very big food
bread.
episode. I feel like we've had a lot of food episodes.
Well, food kind of revolves around our life. No, I mean
Yeah.
we need it to survive.
I do have something else to talk about tonight, though, and that
Okay.
is my swear word of the week. This
Yes,
week I
yes,
chose jackass. Now, I told the folks that I work with I was going to do a different word. The problem is I forgot what that word was. So I was
sir.
like, comes next? Jackass.
Love
The
it.
term jackass primarily refers to a male donkey, but is also derogatory for a stupid or foolish person. Know quite a few jackasses.
Sure. Yourself.
Donkeys and it's very. The word originally from combining jack, a common name for a male, with ass, donkey, was a literal meaning of a male donkey. The figurative meaning of a stupid person became established around 1784. So George Washington was alive.
Sure.
The term has been used in American politics, notably associated with Andrew Jackson and the Democratic Party, where it was initially used as a derogatory term, but later embraced by the Jackson's campaign, bringing them to the donkeys. Republicans are the elephants. But yeah, I mean, 1784, they're like, hey, you know what? We're going to make this a derogatory term. And now I can't run around and say jackass without getting a dirty look from an old woman.
I think that the word jackass is something that is in a fluent and almost an expected term that we hear on a daily basis.
Hmm.
I can see myself, you know, you're driving, what a jackass that guy is right there that did that, right?
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
very quick, it's a quick, you know, like
Hmm.
when you're calling somebody a jackass, there's not a lot of built up hatred behind it. It's like a real quick snap. Like when your brain is instantly like, that guy just pissed you off, the first thing my brain goes to is that guy's a jackass. You know,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
quick. It's real. It's a quick, quick,
Dumbass
quick word.
jackass, they can roll off the tongue real
Yes.
quick. Why are
Yep.
you being such a jackass? You're such a dumbass. I mean, they're quick, they're easy, they come
Yep.
right off. Very, 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 very easy to
It
use.
goes really back to the word ass if you think about it. It's a very
Hmm.
versatile
Hmm.
word. Dumbass, you're being stupid. Jackass, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah. Sometimes you're in the club, you're single white man. This is, a couple years ago, before the wife and children. Walk up to a little shawty up in there and you go, "Hey shawty, what you do with all that
Shoddy.
ass?" Shit. And she's like, "What the fuck did he just say?" I thought he was gonna say something crazy.
But you're
So
not wrong. You went up there and spoke literal to her, you know?
yeah. What are you gonna do with those apple bottom jeans? Drop them so you can take a shit?
Nope. You're gonna have the boots to the fur.
So somebody I work with brought up a very good uh little dilemma with that song. He says, "Shawty got those boots with a fur and the apple bottom jean. She's wearing that outfit, but he also says she's got the baggy sweatpants and a Reeboks with the straps. So
Sure.
Is it 2 separate days that she's at the club and he's seeing her? Or is this like,
Maybe it's describing her at the club versus her at his house in the morning after.
I
Maybe
mean,
at the club, she's got the apple bottom jeans. She has boots with the fur. But at the house, the next morning, she's
does
got
she
the
have a go
Reeboks.
bag at the club?
I mean, she came prepared. She didn't go to the club to go home alone.
That's what I never understood about women. Like, a lot of them went out to bars to go to a man's house the next, they never came prepared. I always had a toothbrush.
I never want that to do it with me. I went
Yeah.
home alone because I cared about my sleep.
If I would have went home alone, I would be single still.
Sure, sure,
I love my
sure.
wife with all my heart. These are all
Absolutely.
jokes, folks.
How about the new hats, huh?
I like the hats. Yeah, see, it blurred. No, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, show them on yours. Little not supposed to be
let's
here,
see
huh?
here.
Little
How's that
not
look,
supposed to
fellas?
be here. Yeah.
Yeah,
New
I wear
hats.
this out in public. People say, "What's that?" I say, "It's my podcast. Like it so I can eat a death chip." Subscribe,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah. We need people to like, we need people to subscribe. We need to get to 100 subscribers. The worst part is I have like so much built up excitement for it that it's like after 100, it's like, we'll see what happens. We got to get to 100. It's mainly because I selfishly want to see you die on
Mhm.
camera. And let's not take that clip out of context. The reality is you're going to eat a chip that's going to kill you. That's just the reality.
So somebody told me not to starve myself, but also not to eat a lot before I do this. So I'm
Yes,
gonna have a nice light lunch.
I've been looking at some of the stuff and I know that they say on there, like, hey, you got to eat something, something
I might shave my
like
mustache
carb, like you
so it
want
doesn't get
carbs in
cut
there.
in there.
Yeah, it comes with gloves. It comes with gloves. So you don't touch it and then touch your eyes or something. Or God forbid, go to the bathroom after the fact.
I watched
Could
the
be
Gordon
deadly.
Ramsay Hot Ones the other day, and right at the end of it, he's like, "I gotta pee," and so
The
he goes in
first
there and
one or the
pees.
second one?
I don't know. I
If
think
it
it's
was
the
from a
first
long
one.
time ago, it's the first one and he rips into him for how disgusting his wings are. Yes.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah.
one. But at the very end, he goes pee. He touches his wang, and he
Yeah.
comes out and he goes, "Yeah, now my mouth's on fire, my wang's on fire, my butthole's on fire." He is crazy. We've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares lately.
Love it.
Oh
Love
my
that
God,
show.
the things he says to some people is crazy.
Yeah. You fucking donkey.
You
I
donkey.
love Gordon Ramsay.
You're an
I
asshole.
love Gordon Ramsay. Gordon
Mm.
Ramsay's good. Bobby Flay's a bitch.
You get a lot of hate for Bobby Flay.
I've never liked Bobby Flay. I think he's a
I
fucking
really
fraud.
like Selena Gomez.
I don't like her. I don't like
She
her.
has a cooking show. I don't remember what it's called. Like
You
Cooking
know
with
what? I
Selena.
just now realized that all
Very
my
good.
hatred towards Selena Gomez is unwarranted because in my brain, I was thinking that Selena Gomez was sponsored by Oreo, and that's incorrect. It's Ariana fucking Grande.
She's sponsored by Oreo.
Yeah, they have Ariana Grande fucking Oreos, dude.
They have Selena Gomez Oreos right now.
Well, fuck them both.
She's not sponsored by them. She collabed with them, and
Yeah.
she made like a churro Oreo. Very good. I ate a whole
Well, you
pack
know
of them.
who Oreo should be collabing with? It's the Not
Us.
Supposed to Be Here
Yeah.
podcast.
So might as well
Okay.
get it out of the way here. I think
Yep.
this will be so. Today is day 6. Today is day 5. Tomorrow would be day 6. So day 7. This is day 7 of me asking Oreo to sponsor my podcast, the Not Supposed to Be Here podcast.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube. Like,
Yep.
share, subscribe. What are you going to do, Oreo?
It's up to them. The ball's in their court.
Hey, yeah.
We have the people that will buy, that will eat, that will enjoy, that will promote. They just need to get the product in their hands.
hmm
I don't know if they've done a great job at marketing. They think that just coming out with new flavors is gonna bring the juices.
I already have our collab. I know what we're going to do. We're
Okay.
going to change the flavors, but what I want to do is I want the rose to skip around. So I want it to be a double stuffed, a mega stuffed, a double stuffed, a mega stuffed, a double stuffed, a mega stuffed. So,
How
so
many?
you,
I'm asking you an honest question right now,
mhm. And it's got to be a family size pack.
obviously. Let's not waste our time here.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's not waste our time here.
yeah.
Oreo does a great job at a gas station too. Like if you could just plain Oreos, they give you more than enough. That's a good
hmm
row. It's not too much. It's not too little. I don't know what the number is. 8, 9, 10. They give you. It's not a little bit. Good question for you here. Okay, something I just thought about, and I'm curious for your answer. Um, now we know I can do volume. I
hmm
can do a large quantity.
hmm
Mr. Willett can do speed.
hmm
I've watched you do speed.
hmm
How
That's
many
the army
Oreos?
talking.
How many Oreos are you eating in 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
You
All
have
right,
two
there's
minutes,
about five in a row. If I got a
and you can
glass of
do
milk,
classic, you can do double stuff, you can
I'm
do
going
mega,
double
whatever
stuff.
you
I'm
want.
going double stuffed. I think there's
Double
five.
stuffed. Okay.
I think there's 5 or 6 in each row.
Okay.
I need milk.
You have 2 minutes.
Let's say there's 20 in a pack. I got 18 in 2 minutes. I think I could finish a pack in 2 minutes.
2 minutes is longer than you think.
Yeah,
Well, how
well,
many
that's the
come in a
thing.
pack?
I don't know, 20 something.
Like, are you talking about 3 rows?
I'm talking like 5 rows. I'm talking the whole pack.
Like a family pack?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Well,
In
I think I
two
could
minutes,
in two
will it?
minutes. Austin.
I will set the
Oreo,
over
Oreo,
under.
sip,
I
Oreo,
will
sip,
set
Oreo,
the
sip.
over under because you're probably going to go. You could probably even go almost two at a time.
I'm gonna look it
I
up
am
right
going to
now.
go
I could go four at a time.
trying to think of what to set the over under at for you right now. 2 minutes. It's not a long time, but it's a long enough time to put some back. I would put the over under at 32.
A standard pack of Oreos typically contains 36. A family
Yep.
size pack
Yep.
is 48.
I like that number. I like 32 is the over under, and I think I will take the under. That's a lot, dude.
Now, is that double stuffed?
That's got to change it. Yeah, that's got to be normal. Double stuff has to have less cookies.
Yeah, I think I could eat less regular than I could double stuff. I think the double stuff goes down easier for me.
That's a wild. I'm going to set the over on at 32. You're going to take the over on that, or you're going to take the
Mm-hmm.
under? So you're going to take the over on 32 Oreos in
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes. Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Will it? You know what we'll do? We'll let the people decide. You guys think that he can do it? Let us know over under 32 Oreos
Okay,
in
there's
two
30 to
minutes.
36 in a family pack of double stuffed. Well, I think I could finish a third in 2 minutes with couple with a little bit of milk. Man, I think I could do that without thinking.
So how many comes for a double stuff?
It says 30 to 36.
So I have this. I have the over under set at 32. Okay, that's the over under. I have it at 32. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. I'm definitely taking the under, and you're taking the over. We'll let the people know if there's a lot
I
of
mean, that's
excitement.
if you got to think
If
about it, that's 18 in a minute.
I agree, if there's a lot of yeah, you're right. You're going two, three at a time. You might be able to do it. If there's a lot of excitement, if we get some comments, if we get people that want to see it, tell us if you want to see it. That's something you can do. That's not going to kill you either. You know,
Yeah.
that's a quick 2 minutes. That's not going to kill you. Um, that's way easier than a chip. That's for goddamn sure. Um,
Shizzle my nizzle.
we'll let the people know if the people are excited, if the people want to see it, if the people think you can do it, let us know. Comment.
Mhm.
Um, maybe you do it. We'll
Maybe
see.
I don't. Maybe I
That's a
don't.
lot.
That's a
That's a
lot.
lot.
I mean, it's definitely not a little.
Yeah. 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 I'm not forcing you to do anything. It was just something that came into my brain I thought about because I've seen you put food back and I've seen
Yeah.
you do it quickly.
The issue is I plan on losing some weight here. I have to. I have to. I'm
Yeah.
unhealthy again.
Yeah.
And I've been
We
talking to
love Oreo
the
though.
old
We love
doctor.
Oreo.
Yeah. So Oreo, please sponsor us. Um, yeah, yeah.
All right. Good. Good.
Should have put Oreo as my number one sandwich. Cookie sandwich.
It is a cookie sandwich. It says it right on the fucking packaging. Original cookie sandwich.
Oof.
The problem is now is it's too late. There's nothing open. Um, I want some more of those. We're gonna get those cakesters tomorrow.
Good. Good. Because my wife ate my last one.
We
Might
got
not
some
see.
cakesters for you tomorrow.
Good. Well, I think that's the end of our night.
Well, all right, that was
A
a good.
late
That was
night.
good.
Yeah.
It's just about an hour.
Yeah.
Good.
Um, Go out there and buy some fidget spinners. Um,
What the fuck did you pull that out of?
I'm thinking about starting a merch page. I'm gonna put fidget spinners on there. I'm gonna make them look like Oreos.
Sure, sure.
Um, you know, make sure that you tag Oreo in this because they need to sponsor us. We need to do a little collab together.
Absolutely.
Um, Make sure you next time you're going up north, you stop at Tony's I-75 and Birch Run.
Absolutely.
Get a lot of bacon there. I tell you
He's
what,
great.
people get real upset about me eating as much pork as I do, and there's that little comedian. He says I eat everything but the squeal. That's me.
Yep.
I like ham, I like bacon. I eat everything but the squeal. You know?
I respect it. I respect it. Well, all right, listen, great episode, Mr. Willett.
All right.
Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, get us 200 subscribers, get the man to eat the chip. We all want to see it.
Au revoir, everybody.
Just two guys with opinions to spare. Not supposed to be here, but somehow we're there. With just a couple of fellas from the heartland, talking about life with a beer in hand. Not the kind of guys you'd expect on air, but we got things to say and stories to share. Sitting in our chairs, feeling a bit too tight. Two Midwest dads just setting things right. Not supposed to be here, that's what they all say. Two fat guys with microphones having our day. Not supposed to be here, but here we are. Mr. Roth and Mr. Willie just raising the bar. Our bellies are round and our jokes are flat. Got opinions on everything, imagine that. From backyard grilling to local sports teams, we'll break it all down between our dad dreams. Our kids roll their eyes when we crack a bad pun, but on this podcast we're having some fun. Not supposed to be here, that's what they all say. Two fat guys with microphones having our day. Not supposed to be here, but here we are. Mr. Roth and Mr. Willie just raising the bar. They said the airwaves weren't meant for guys like us, regular dudes with a little extra fuss. But we pulled up our chairs and turned on the mic, found out our regular talk sounds alright. Now listen up folks, I'm laying it down. Two everyday heroes from a Midwest town. We talk about life and the things that we see. No fancy production, just him and me. Got day jobs and families and mortgages too. Just sharing perspectives on what we go through. Not trying to change the world with our show. Just two regular guys with some thoughts to throw. Some people might wonder why anyone cares about what we think when we sit in these chairs, but turns out there's others who feel just like us. Regular people who don't make a fuss, so we keep on talking about whatever we please. Football and fishing and family recipes. Not supposed to be here, but we found our space. Two big guys with big hearts at our own pace. Not supposed to be here, that's what they all say. Two fat guys with microphones having our day. Not supposed to be here, but here we are. Mr. Roth and Mr. Willie just raising the bar. Just two dads with opinions to spare. Not supposed to be here, but glad that we're there.